John, you just finished Fort Benning got to win the match by just a hair under 12% over Tucker Schmidt, his fellow Vortex guy and somebody I've seen shoot and is a hell of a shooter. So obviously you put a pretty solid match together. One of the things I wanted to ask was, what did you use for a pistol there?
Well, I used the Honcho by Phoenix Trinity.
Okay.
Just got sponsored by them, so I was able to use their pistol. Ran flawlessly.
It wasn't your pistol, was it?
Nope, it's a loaner gun. So another guy on the team was kind enough to allow me to borrow his gun for the match until mine gets built. Then he'll get his gun back. So yeah, super nice team that I'm working with.
Yeah, no, Hoppy's a good guy. So
for sure.
Kind of the cool part about that. So you did end up winning the match, winning open with a borrowed gun. How was it set up? So yours is a little different than mine. Mine was a 3-gun model with slide ride, tack rail frame, Venom. I know they sent you something a little bit different to kind of play with for the match, and kind of give me an idea of how that was.
It was a still single port minor barrel with slide ride Venom 6 MOA dot on it.
Okay.
The big magwell stainless steel Evo grip, not the tack rail, just the normal long dust cover. The Sanders cuts, not the standard, but I like the Sanders. They're a bit aggressive. They kind of tear up my hands when I start playing with it for a bit. But
your hands will man
just
up.
about the same as yours, but
yeah,
no joke. I mean, they're good in there.
If you would have been on the team back when Sanders came up with those, you should have heard all the names he was called. Like, do you understand the machine time it's going to take? And there's a reason the standard cuts are like $300 less. So, so that's not the first major you've won with a borrowed Honcho, though.
No, Wisconsin 3-gun. I borrowed yours.
Yeah. So I remember pistol kind of going down, and we had a conversation about like, well, what do we do? Because obviously we're either going to need to swap optics off of your shotgun or off of your rifle, try and make things work. And what seemed to make the most sense to me was, let's just swap my gun back and forth, because it takes 2 minutes. And it's not like I didn't have a torque wrench there. So I unfortunately got to watch a 16-year-old kid beat me with my own pistol at a match. So technically I was in a different division, so I guess it doesn't hurt as bad.
Yeah, but I was using like this dot in comp or something, so it wasn't really fair, I guess.
So what ammo were you running for Benning?
Benning is Winchester white box from the local Walmart.
So like
115 ring.
Yep, so 115, just factory ammo then, right? So nothing special?
Yep.
Okay.
Buy it wherever.
All right. Is that what you're going to run next year, or are you looking at running something different?
I'll run the Precision Deltas. They make the Honcho loads, so like Tiffany and Steve are good buddies. Tiffany clearly has hands on Honchos. Oh, yeah. So he makes a load specific for the Honcho. So Honcho load, You buy a Honcho, you got the bullets for it.
Yeah. I say that's what a lot of the testing was done with, so that'll be a pretty good option for it. It should shoot.
It's crazy accurate too.
Yeah, and he's been playing with some different options on bullet weights, not to give too much bullet design, if you will. He's come up with some pretty good results. So that ought to be pretty good then. So how was Benning? The only thing I saw, because I didn't get a chance to go to Benning, was that it was a lot of mud, a lot of rain, at least on portions of it. And I saw a shoot house and a few other things. But for somebody who didn't attend it, what would you tell them about the match if they were looking at going to it?
So other than the weather, it was great. I mean, we shot AM, PM, AM, and we got lucky. The first day AM, it was raining, but it wasn't like downpour rain. There was mud, but it wasn't, I guess, as bad as PM. You saw the survivor stories from the PM squads saying it was just torrential downpours, 6 inches of water. But I loved the match. They had a great variety of challenges. The farthest range was 260. I know they've gone farther before, but they were hard shooting positions that you did to get to go the reverse kneel, but there was a low reverse kneel. Okay. So it was hard to get down. And then the swinger target activator, like a target swinger that you shot off of. Yeah. That was tricky. When we were playing with it, I'd brace up, push into it, because the only part of you and the rifle could touch was the orange mark.
Okay,
We were
so
all
they had
gonna,
one side painted, or was there
yep,
like a block or something on it?
just orange paint on it.
Okay.
So what we were all gonna do is we were just gonna pin it with our foot, and then it's steady, right?
Yeah.
But they tell in the walkthrough, you can only touch this, and our hearts just sank. We're like, uh-oh. So then we just push into it. It was good. We're like, okay, we got this is gonna be easy. So I mount up on that, and it goes. I'm like, uh-oh, this isn't gonna be good. So just took my time, went 1 for 1 there. But like that was just, some people don't like those types of challenges, but it was a fun challenge. It was hard, but it was able.
It's an
A
equal
lot of,
challenge for
honestly,
everybody, though.
yeah, for sure. But there was a lot more physical challenges than I thought there'd be. They had 2 Cooper tunnels. They posted the one on Facebook, and Nate kind of just backpedaled under it. And then we got out there and we're like, yeah, you can't backpedal under it. You like army crawl under it.
Yeah, not with
So
the rain and everything that was there. So
no, well, it was low. Like it started high, got medium, and then it was small.
Oh, okay.
So, and each one is 5 seconds if you knock it off.
Yeah.
So in the stage briefs, originally it was 2 seconds. We were like, I'm just gonna run through it, do it for the gram. And but yeah, other than the weather, it was a great match. I loved it.
Okay. To be
Definitely
one
wanna
you
go back.
definitely recommend then if they're putting it on next year.
For sure.
So cool.
Lived up to the reputation.
Yeah, that's one I've always wanted to attend, but it's always fallen on a bad date for me. So, what kind of I know, so with the AMU putting it on, those guys shoot a lot of pistol, and we know at least one guy there that's shooting a honcho currently.
Yep.
And I would imagine there were probably some rougher pistol shots. You know, was there anything small steel, far steel? Because I know a lot of times when we talk 3-gun versus USPSA, the guys in USPSA like, oh, you guys just throw 2 on paper. And I'm like, yeah, for the 4 pieces of paper per match. After that, it's, you know, depending upon the match, either 5-inch squares, you know, 6-inch circles, 4x10s, and we push the distance. So did they do a lot of that same stuff at Benning, or were they going a little larger targets?
There were 3 stages I can think of that had challenging targets. The all pistol stage was fun. They had like skinny Sammys that you'd put out at 75 yards with rifles.
Yeah.
Like the real small ones.
Mm-hmm.
They had those at 25 yards with pistol. So I watched people burn through mags on those. 2
inches wide and 10 inches tall?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Yep.
So that's a pretty sporty target at 25 yards.
Oh yeah. People emptied mags on them. I mean, the honcho went 1 for 1, I guess. It's just accurate or something.
Yeah, well, but Steve's been testing that part out and kind of proving that one, but yeah. I figured having a dot with an open gun would definitely be an advantage there.
When I go sight those dots in, my jaw drops. I'm like, I've never shot those tight of groups before.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I remember when
another stage we were on a teeter-totter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that one.
We were on a teeter-totter, and they had 4x10s, probably 10, 15 yards. So that was a fun one. And then big gongs at the back that you put 2 on, but those weren't too hard.
No.
And then one of those plate racks that have 3 layers to it. I've never shot one of those, so that was kind of fun. But they were small squares along the plate rack.
Yeah.
I had makeup, so it was a tough one.
Let's say those are. It's like what, 3 plate racks stacked back to back, like a circle, square, and then triangle to back.
With all different shapes.
Yeah. I've shot a couple of those before. Those are devious. You rip through the front ones, and then all of a sudden you start slinging lead and nothing hits. So
yeah,
been there, done that.
We did it. We did it rifle from 70 yards, pistol, and then shotgun.
Okay, that's not too bad.
So the scary part with that was if you shot rifle, like you shoot rifle first, and if you throw a shot and you take off a pistol one, it's an FTE.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it was like, okay, let the dot settle, pull a good shot.
Yeah, make it count. Say that could be painful. Sure. So, okay. So what, moving forward into next year, you're going to be getting a honcho of your own. Most of the team members have a custom serial number. And if it's anything like the rest of us, you're probably not going to get to choose it. So with that being said, if you were going to take a wild guess, what do you think it would be?
I don't know. I don't know Tiffany well enough yet.
Yeah. Say they've. So my first one was based around me kind of trolling them and having fun with them online with a front grip screw thing, and they won't tell me my next one either. So I think it's going to be a surprise for both of us when it comes across. And don't be shocked if it's just a little bit embarrassing just for fun, but it ought to be good.
Put a little electro tape over it.
Yeah, be one of those let's just kind of cover that up a little bit. Typically it's going to be pretty PG-13, but it's going to kind of have a dig to it as well. So, all right. So moving into
Hoppy,
next year,
says run with it.
Yeah. Well, if you've ever talked to a Hoppy, I think he's down in Jamaica. Whenever he's talking to you, it's a lot of words like that. Run with it, a little bit of an accent. It's a pretty cool guy to hang out with. So, but moving into next year, you're going to have a new pistol. Obviously, you're going to be shooting some new bullets. I'm guessing either you're going to run Precision Delta factory ammo, or you're going to run loaded bullets, or are you guys getting set up to load them yourself, or what do you plan on doing?
We'll do both. He'll send an amount of fully loaded ready to rock. Okay. And then he'll also send some projectiles for us to load.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say copy it, figure out what he's using, and copy it. It's just going to shoot pretty good.
Pretty much.
So, any other changes moving into next year? I know you're still shooting for Vortex, so we're going to be flying that banner, which is a good banner to fly. But anything else you're looking at changing, running, doing?
We built a new rifle for the match. Okay. ADM was kind enough to send me a bunch of stuff, so we built the ADM upper lower handguard, kept the Luth barrel on them, Luth stocks, Vortex razors, and I shot my other Luth barrel out right before the match.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, we have this barrel, let's mount it up. So we just pretty much built a new gun, because the other gun I've been shooting is about 2 years now.
Yeah, you start throwing rounds down range like that, you're going to burn them out pretty quick. So.
Yep, for sure.
So
it's a super nice rifle.
Yeah, I say my ADM receivers and handguards should be here in probably 3 or 4 days. So I'll be sporting them with you.
I really like that new handguard they have.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Did they cut the top section out for you?
Yep.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna say mine are 17-inch handguards with the top section cut out. That's exactly what I wanted. So. Cool. So it looks like you're going to have the gear lined out for next year, and which is going to be good because I know that kind of bit you a little bit at Gen 3 with the rifle aspect. But moving into 2020, are you going to play anything other than 3-gun? Are you going to play with USPSA all?
I might try to do like an Area 3 match, some more locals, just to not only put the honcho into Minnesota USPSA shooters' hands, but also to just make me more of a well-rounded shooter with my footwork, and anything helps. Trigger time, right?
Oh yeah. I shot that this year in open. I think that's one you'll like to shoot in open. It's a very open, friendly match. So I think next year when I go back, I'll shoot limited. So we'll have to figure out a schedule to where we can line up and see how both of them run.
Up, right?
Oh yeah. See, I'll push those big bullets and see what recoil is like.
You'd run 40, right?
Yeah, 40 for major and limited. So I'm probably just going to turn around and
soft and flat.
It's not bad at all. One of the things I noticed, which was kind of cool, and Chris Keene and Sanders and I were talking about it. If you shoot 3-gun, you stick with 9. If you go through and you shoot open in USPSA, you don't change a whole lot, but the option's always there to change. Well, one of the things we did notice was I went through and I wanted to find out, like, okay, 40, here's 3 or 4 different ammo types, want to chrono them. I swapped the barrel in, but I got to swap the breech block. And I was expecting, like, okay, a couple clicks right, a couple clicks left, up or down, make an adjustment, it'll be on. And I swapped the barrel in, swapped the breech block, fired the first round, and it was center punching exactly where I aimed.
Yep.
And so it was kind of cool that that consistency, if you will. So I went through and I shot, a few hundred rounds, 500 rounds or so of 40. got everything all chronoed, kind of picked what I liked and what I might use. Then I went back to
Yep.
open because, you know, the dot's a lot more fun. So
Open's 10 times better, right?
yeah. Well, 170 mil mags, all the capacity, all the bullets, and have fun. So grip and rip and have a good time. So
for sure.
I'm probably going to end up just picking up like a PD match pack or something similar and just go shoot it for the match, because I doubt that I'm going to take the time to convert that over to 40 from 9.
Stop flexing on us, man.
But they're switching the calibers on it's kind of a pain in the butt, so I'm not going to switch it over to 40 just to load for a couple of matches for fun. So,
and you'll be in good hands with PD.
Yeah, I mean, it shot well. It made major. It's all I needed. So, cool. Well, glad we got a chance to chat and kind of go over what happened at the match and all that good stuff. Glad everything worked out for you. And good to see some factory ammo can run through that and win a major without having any kind of special
loads, right?
Yeah, nothing special required. So that part's kind of cool. All right, man. We'll get your butt back to school, finish what you got to do, and get back home, bud.
All right. Thanks, Dylan.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.